My grandparents built this house. I found receipts. They bought the land 111, the first day of January in 1901. And then I heard it was built in 1906. It's had a lot of love. It's had a lot of, all my family memories are here.
I received the application from my ION liaison, John Cook. So he let me know that he had an application from Maylene. And so I went ahead and gave her a call, and first thing she told me is, well, please call me Molly.
He was such an easy person to talk to, and he explained the process and what they were going to do, and about when it would start and about when it would get completed.
We always do an inspection from top to bottom. A lot of times people, they'll have a list of things they want us to look at. Not always things we can help with, and then sometimes there's larger issues that they're not aware of. In Molly's case, obviously the foundation was the biggest thing.
The brick walls, they were this kind of brick, not the concrete big brick now. And they were just caved like that. It didn't leak, but caved this way.
Her foundation was very poor shape, probably years of water damage. It's the kind of thing whenever you just have too much water in the ground, with the freeze-thaw cycles, it just busts those old brick foundation walls. Also throughout the years, with the way that the foundation walls were collapsing, the main plumbing stack of the house that was cast iron had been severely damaged. They'd actually adjusted it using several different connections where it almost zigzagged to get out of the way of the collapsing wall. So when we rebuilt the wall, we had to rebuild that straight and up to code. And there's actually portions of it that had broken and were leaking sewer gas into the house, and so we replaced that. Another issue that we ran into was the electrical panel of the house was very old, poor shape, and not up to code. Since we had to remove that for the foundation repairs, that necessitated that we had to do an electrical panel and a full rewire of the house as well. Through the ION program, we do also try and collaborate with our nonprofit partners. Habitat for Humanity is one of the groups that we work with quite a bit. We referred them there, and Don Burton with Habitat was able to help out with some additional plumbing repairs. The washer dryer was down in the basement, and just with some of those repairs that we did, as well as Molly's age, it just made sense to get that washer dryer upstairs where she could actually use it. They also were able to get her all new windows, all new vinyl windows for the house, just really bringing it up and making it more energy efficient. And they're actually able to give her central air conditioning as well.
This house wouldn't have lasted without the work they have done. It literally would have fallen in, you know? And now it's like fresh and new and well preserved, and it's just a sense of security that maybe one of my grandkids might live here.
I would say that the program is really important for Des Moines just because of how old our housing stock is. It's one of those things we're actually the first in the US to do this type of program. Specifically, lots of nonprofits like Habitat for Humanity do this single family home repair with a variety of funding sources. Other cities have tried it with only federal money, which gets really complicated with the red tape. Just using local taxpayer dollars to go back into local homes.
And what a fine thing for the city to do. It would have been a shame to let this old house just fall apart, you know? And they have definitely saved it, not just for me, but the whole city. And I know they do this all over town.
We've helped approximately 411 households in the 3 years that we've been around as a program since we started in early 2022. So far, we've collaborated $9.1 million of repairs to homes. 7.7 million of that was contributed from ION funds, and 1.4 million was contributed from our partner organizations. Molly was one of the most grateful people that we worked with. Just the heart that Molly has, the thankfulness, and just that relationship that we were able to build. I just always try and come alongside people, meet them where they're at, and just build that trust.
It's probably the biggest blessing I've ever had, you know. And to work with such friendly, easy people, you could tell he's just so easy to be around and made everything go so smooth. I didn't have to even think about what was going on. He told me I was prepared, and it all just went like he said it would.